Alright guys, welcome to this video. In today's video I'm going to show you the new commission and pricing structure for Opay. Opay just did something amazing. They just reduced their pricing structure, and a lot of people don't really know how to calculate the pricing on Opay. So in this video I'm going to show you how to calculate the charges on Opay. Alright, if you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button below. Also give this video a thumbs up so that others who are looking for content like this will be able to see it. Alright, the first thing you do is log into your Opay business app. Let's look for Opay business app. Okay, I think this is it. Opay business app. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so that will show you. Okay, not here, sorry. So that's Opay business app. So I don't want it to be here. Okay, so this is the first page. You see welcome, you see your name and everything. So it should display all these things. So where you go to check how much they are charging you and what level you are, because now Opay has 4 types of categories of merchants. The first one is the regular merchants, the second one silver merchants, the third one gold merchants, and the fourth one platinum merchants. Don't worry, I'm going to explain which category you fall to, and you are going to see it yourself under your dashboard. Okay, the first thing you do is to come to transactions here. You see these transactions, click on it. Okay, so you see all your transaction here, but you won't use this place. You can see this is under bank details. So you go to transaction details here, this transaction details. So you can see all your transaction and the commission Opay is crediting you. You can see that here I did a bank transfer of 1,000 naira. Opay debited 10 naira and they returned 9 naira back to me, which is very fantastic. Okay, so okay, is it for that? Okay, yeah, I did a POS withdrawal of 9,000 of 10,000 naira. They debited 16 naira, but they returned 21 naira. So I'm going to show you how they are calculating all these charges, so that you know what charges they are charging you on your Opay terminal. All right, just let's click on one of the. So you click on one of the transactions, so whether withdrawal or deposit. So here you see commission, where they put commission, this commission here. So you see this 21 naira in green, you click on it. So that's the one that will lead you to the page that will show you what category you are and the explanation for each category. Okay, let's wait for it to load. So while it's loading, Opay just also released their ATM card. If you're here to get your own ATM card, I've done a video, an in-depth video on how you can get your ATM card. So I'll leave the link to that video in the description below. Alright, the page has been displayed. Okay, what we will do first is for us to categorize what level you are. So okay, let's first define all the levels available. So just go to, when you scroll down, you see rebate order. So basically what Opay does is that everybody will be charged the same amount, whether you are in a regular merchant, a silver merchant, a gold merchant, or platinum merchant as shown here. Everybody will be charged the same amount at first, but it is the commission that they give you, that they credit you back, like the bonus they credit you back. That's where there will be difference between gold merchants, regular merchants, and silver merchants or platinum merchants. I hope you get that. Okay, now this is regular merchants. They will charge you, that is regular merchant. Who is a regular merchant? A regular merchant is someone that does 0.75 million naira transaction every month. That's 750,000 naira. Maybe when you add all your POS amount together, it's equal to 750,000 naira for a month. You are a regular merchant. Equal to or less than, maybe you do 600,000, you are still a regular merchant. If you do 100,000 per month, you are still a regular merchant. Okay, for silver merchants, those are the ones that does above 0.75 million naira. That's above 750 million naira, but less than, you can see, but less than 3 million for gold merchants. So if you do between 750,000 naira to 2 million naira and 99 naira, you are a silver merchant, which is where most people fall in. So for gold merchants, if you do 3 million naira, like 3 million naira and above, up to 4,999,000, so you are a gold merchant. So those are then the platinum merchant is if you are doing 5 million and above, you are a platinum merchant. And the more the higher the level, the lesser the higher your commission will be. I hope you get that. So the higher the level, the higher your commission will be. So everybody is charged the same amount, but the commission that will be returned to your wallet, that is the bonus you will get, is dependent on your level, and the higher your level, the higher the bonus you get. That's basically how it is. So Opay has even done the work for us. So you can see here withdrawal commission. They are showing my own level now. They said previous level now. So my previous level is silver. This one is showing for current cycle. It's showing, you can see current cycle is showing for 16/7 to 31st of July. So which is still the same cycle we are. That is the month, the current month. So don't mind the previous level. That's your level. So so it's still showing for it's showing for withdrawal and for transfer to. So I'm in silver. I'm a silver merchant, which means I'm doing between, look at this, 750,000 naira to 2,099,000 naira in withdrawal. So it is withdrawal they use to calculate. It's not transfer. So everything is based on, you can see withdrawal, cash withdrawal, cash withdrawal, cash withdrawal. So now, since I know that I'm a silver merchant now, so now let's go back to the table here. Don't forget, Opay will charge everybody the same amount. That is the basic thing for this. They are charging us now. This is where, so when you scroll down, you see the charges they are charging everybody. That's the charges for everybody. So you can see regular merchants, which is the charges for regular merchants. Everybody will be charged the same amount. So now what Opay is doing now is their charges is 0.6% for withdrawal. That is any withdrawal below 16,667 naira. I don't know how they came up with this figure, but that's the way they do their charges now. So any withdrawal below 16,667 naira will be charged as 6 naira per 1,000. That is, if you withdraw 1,000, they will charge you 6 naira for everybody. If you withdraw 2,000, they will charge you 12 naira. If you withdraw 3,000, that's 18 naira. 4,000, 24 naira. So that's how they charge it until you get to 16,667 naira. I hope that's clear. All right. So then so any amount above 16,667 naira will be charged at 100 naira. Before it used to be any amount from 20,000 naira and above, it is 100 naira. But now Opay has the cheapest price, one of the cheapest price in the market. So if you are doing well with Opay will give you a lot of bonuses. So now anything above 16,667 naira will be charged at 100 naira flat fee. So if you do 16,700 naira, 16,700 naira, Opay will only charge you 100 naira. If you do 18,000, 20,000, 21,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, Opay will charge you 100 naira. So I hope that's clear for the charges, for the POS charges. Now let's take it one by one. So let's finish the one of POS charges. Now everybody, this is the amount they will charge, whether you're a regular merchant, you're a silver merchant, you're a gold merchant, you're a platinum merchant. That's the amount Opay will charge you. But it is now the commission, that is the bonus, that will make the difference, because different level has different bonus. Now let's go up. You see the bonus. As I've said earlier, you can see now regular merchant, Opay will give you 30% of the withdrawal amount. So they will give you 30% back. So then let's say for silver merchants, they will give you 35% of what they that is 35% of the charges. That's what we are talking about. 35% of the charges. Now let's take, for example, if you withdraw 10,000 naira, 10,000 naira, they are supposed to charge you 60 naira, but they will return from that 60 naira they charge you. They have already charged you 60 naira. They will return, if you are a regular merchant, they will return 30% of that 60 naira they charge you. Now let's take, for example, for one that's very clear, if you withdraw 20,000, for everybody, remember, for everybody they charge you 100 naira, which is what we have here. That is for everybody, Opay will charge you 100 naira if the withdrawal is above 16. Now let's say you withdraw 18,000 naira. So Opay charge you 100 naira. So if you are a regular merchant, Opay will return, that's, the charges they charge you is 100 naira. So all this percentage is the percentage of the charges they charge you, not the percentage of the money. So it is the percentage. Now the charges on 18,000 is 100 naira. So Opay will charge you, that is, they will return 30% of that 100 naira. That's what they mean here. So that means they will return 30 naira back to you, which means you are only debited 70 naira for the transaction. So if you are a silver merchant, they will return 35% of that 100 naira they charge you. So 35% of that 100 naira they charge you, that's like 35 naira, which is what they will return back to your account, which means they only debit you 65 naira for the transaction. So for gold merchants, they will return 40% of the charges they charge you initially, which is the 100 naira they charge you. They will return 40%, that's 40 naira. So which means they only charge you 60 naira for a transaction, where the normal charges for regular merchants is 100 naira. So for platinum merchants, they will charge you 100 naira, but they will return 45%, that's 45 naira. That's 45% of 100 naira, they will return it. So basically that's how the commission structure is. Remember, they charge everybody the same, but the commission they reverse back to your account is the one that's different here. All right, I'm going to show us some example now. Remember, any amount below 16,667 will be charged at 0.6% for withdrawal. That's 6 naira for every 1,000, which means if you withdraw 10,000, you are supposed to be charged 60 naira. Now let me show you one of my withdrawal here so that you can see. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me find it. It's 10,000 naira. Okay, yes, you can see this POS withdrawal is actually 10,000 naira, but they've already debited me. You can see it's 10,000 naira, but they've debited me. Look at this now. Look at this, the screenshot here. This is the other amount, that is the 10,000 naira. My employee typed 10,000 naira on the POS. So Opay initially debited me 60 naira. But because I'm a silver merchant, they return 30%. Is it 35 or so? 35%, I think, of, let me check. I think for silver merchants, for withdrawal is 35%. Don't let me get this wrong. Let's go back and check. Okay, load. Okay, so for yes, I think yes, 35%. I got it right. You see, they charged me 60 naira at first, but they return 21 naira, which is 35% of the 60 naira they charged me. So this is my bonus now. My bonus is 21 naira. But for a regular merchant, because me, I'm a silver merchant, Opay which will return something lesser than the 21 naira. They will only return 30% for regular merchants. Now let's check if this particular employee does if she does what was it called, transaction where they charge 100 naira. Sorry about that. So that's transaction above 16,667 naira. So where they will charge 100 naira. Oops, people don't withdraw much. Okay, POS. Okay, now look at this one. Now they charge POS successful. Okay, let's click on this one. Now you can see that Opay charge. Yes, this is a perfect example. Initially they charged me this amount is 23,300. Initially they charged me 100 naira. You can see the one they put mark on, they strike through here. Now they return 35 naira, which is the 35% of the 100 naira, which is very, very clear. That means they only charge me 65 naira. So the charges is 65 naira. That is the charges after the commission is 65 naira. So that's basically how to calculate the charges. Now let's check the one for let's go to commission structure. So that's basically how to calculate for withdrawal charges. I'll also show you a table that breaks everything down easier, but I don't want us to go straight into it. Now for transfer, look at this now. For transfer, regular merchant charge is 10 naira for transaction below, that is below 5,000. So if you transfer 4,900 or 3,000 or 2,000, Opay will only charge you 10 naira. Where other platforms will charge you 20 naira, 30 naira or so, Opay will only charge you 10 naira. So if you transfer 5,000 1 naira to 10,000 naira, so they will charge you 20 naira. That is from 5,001 naira to 10,000 naira, Opay will only charge you 20 naira. So for everybody, that's what they will charge everybody, before we start talking about the commission they will give anyone based on their level. So now for transaction above 10,000 naira, even though it's 100,000, 150, a million naira, they will only charge you 30 naira. So it now depends on your level. That will determine how much they will return to you as commission. Now let's check for each merchant level how much they will return to you as commission. Now for transfer commission, look at this place. This is a transfer commission. You can see if you're a regular merchant, out of the, let's say you transfer 5,000 naira now, Opay will charge you 10 naira no matter your level. They will first charge you that 10 naira first for everybody. So now for regular merchant, they will return 20% of that 10 naira, which is 2 naira. For that's the 20% of that 10 naira. But if you are a silver merchant, they will return 30% of that 10 naira they charge you. For gold merchant, they will return 35% of that 10 naira they charge you. That's 3.5 naira, I think. Then for platinum merchants, they will return 40%. That's about 4 naira of the 10 naira they charge you. So that's basically how to calculate it. So let's check for a live example. Let's see where she does. So POS transfer. Now let's look at this 3,000. Now look at this 3,000. Remember, any transfer you do below 5,000, they will only charge you 10 naira. Look at this, they charge us 10 naira here. But because I'm a silver merchant, for silver merchant they charge you 30%. For regular merchant 20%. For silver merchant 30%. For gold merchant 40%. Is it 35%? So for the other merchants, I think we'll be able to check later. Now I'm a silver merchant, they will return 30% of that 10 naira. Look at this, they charge me 10 naira at first. Now they return 3 naira, which is 30% of this 10 naira. So which means they only charge me 7 naira for this particular transaction. So that's basically how to calculate the new Opay price. Now let me show you the table they use to break everything down for withdrawal. Okay, now this is the breakdown of everything. Now this is the breakdown of the actual amount they actually charge you for transaction. Now they start from 5,000 naira. Now for regular merchants, if you withdraw 5,000 naira, instead of on other platforms, now it is very, very cheap. On other platforms, they will charge you 5 naira for every 1,000 naira you do. That's if you withdraw 5,000 naira here, they will charge you 25 naira. That's 5 naira, 5 times 5. That's 25 naira. But for even the lowest level of agents on Opay, they will charge you 21 naira. So which means Opay is cheaper than any other platform. The only problem I have with them is they've made the calculation too complicated for people to understand. So but it's a very good thing, since agents are still getting commission and they are still getting the lowest price available in the market. So though I don't know anybody that's charging lower than this, but we'll see. Now let's see. Now if you withdraw 10,000 on other platforms, the lowest person, like the average person, they charge 0.5 naira, 0.5%. That's 5 naira for every 1,000. So if you withdraw 10,000 naira, So if you withdraw 10,000 naira on other platforms, they will charge you 50 naira. That's 5 naira in the 10 places. That's 50 naira. So but on Opay, the lowest person, the lowest category will be charged 42 naira, which means you are saving 8 naira. So but if you are a silver merchant like me, if you withdraw 5,000, instead of them charging you the normal is it 30 naira, they will only charge you 19.5 naira. Very, very cheap. Or instead of them charging you 30 naira or 25 naira, they will only charge you 19.5 naira, which is very, very cheap. So this one is showing you the exact amount they are actually charging you for withdrawal on Opay. So that's basically how to calculate it. So if you are a gold merchant, they will charge you 18 naira instead of 25 naira or 30 naira for when you withdraw 5,000. And if you're a platinum member, platinum members are enjoying the coolest charges on Opay, but we'll get there one day. We'll get there one day, hopefully. Now, so for platinum member, if you withdraw 10,000 naira, the charges is 33 just 33 naira instead of them charging you 50 naira or 60 naira like other platforms we do. They will only charge you 33 naira. That is ridiculously cheap. That's like one of the cheapest price I've seen. So to be honest, I didn't even know all this until I started my research on it, because they've made the calculation a little bit complex. You can see on average they are charging 0.35 now. I don't know, I've not gone through that calculation, but I think it should be close because others are charging 0.5. So I think it is lesser than 0.5 with this calculation. So that's basically how much Opay charge on withdrawal at the moment. All right, if you have any question about Opay charging or any other question, please leave it in the comment section below. Also leave your location, like your state, your town where you are watching this video from, so I will know where people are actually watching the video from. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, click on the subscribe button below. Also give this video a thumbs up so that people who are looking for content like this will be able to find it. All right, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.